Hi there, you guys. And yes, I've got bedhead. I haven't brushed my hair or my teeth, and I'm sitting here working. I've been working on the Saphire Seas, Italy's southern coastal gems. It actually is quite a fabulous, and I mean fabulous, itinerary. When you look at most of the tour packages for that area, they won't bring you to even half of the locations I'm bringing you to. I'm very good at figuring it out efficiently and making it work and getting us around. But there is a huge demand down there. And not that this would affect you, but the public transportation doesn't exist. There's some buses to get around, but it's almost impossible to get out, get to a city by the time you get there, and then you get home. And, and sometimes we're doing 2 cities in a day. So the bottom line is, it's a good occupation for the Italians to be professional drivers down there. And they charge a lot more than they do in Umbria because there is a huge demand down there. Same with the hotels. So the Saphire Seas is probably going to be a little bit more expensive. I can't even say at this point, but I am still finding the nicest, most affordable hotels. I've already gotten 2 drivers quotes. I'm waiting for 2 more, and I just made contact with the hotel and asked her to give me some more drivers so that once in a while, if I can get them to kind of tell them the itinerary, get them to bid the itinerary. If somebody really wants the job, then I can say, hey, so-and-so gave me a better price. And then I can do a little bit of bartering, but in general, they're more expensive down there. That's all there is to it. Now, I am doing the reconnaissance trip with my daughter and possibly Ursula, and it's going to be a very busy reconnaissance trip this summer, and I'll get firsthand prices on things. But you need to be prepared. This is going to be a little bit more expensive down there because it is. That's all there is to it. But I will tell you that whatever price I come out with is going to be one hell of a price compared to all your other tours that you go find down there. And I'm going to bet you they don't even have. I'd have to go look at the calendar. Let me see if I got enough time to talk. Let me look at the itinerary. Be patient with me. My eyes don't work in the morning, but that's nothing new. I still go forward because I had the strokes and the optic nerves. And I got blind spots and they kind of get worse. Okay, so we have, and then the other thing is you'd have to fly in and out of Brindisi Airport, and then we'd try to figure out what we would do with getting you picked up from the airport with 1 pickup time. So the first day, day 1 is the arrival, which everybody would come in the afternoon. Day 2 would be an Ostuni city walk. Day 3, and these will be switched out of order. I've got Loco Rotondo, and Martina Franca. We would do a 2-city hit that day. Then we've got Polignari a Mare and Monopoli. It's a 2-city hit in that day. Then we go to Matera, which is a 1-day trip. Lecce, 1-day trip. Gallipoli, 1-day trip. Alberobello, a Cisternino, 2 cities in 1 day. Grotoli would be a half-day trip. And then in the afternoon, you guys pack, and then a farewell dinner. At this point, it's looking like it's 9 nights, private rooms, driver, and again, it would have all the signature pieces of my fabulous trip. Don't have any prices, don't at all. I always have a formula. There will be a hard 7 spots. The truth is I'm going to have to sell all 7. Sometimes I'm willing to sell a trip with 5 women, which by the time the trip happens, then the trip always gets full. this time, because I asked the hotel, what is the criteria? When do they want the deposits? What are the deposits refundable to? Are they refundable? Which doesn't mean it's refundable for you. It means me having to put money down and whether I can get it back or not if somebody cancels. Let's say a lady buys a trip and makes 1 or 2 deposits and then she cancels. I'm on the hook for that room. So anyway, I'm working on it hard and tenaciously. It's exciting. It is absolutely exciting. You'll be able to follow me virtually when I go down there, which I'm going down with my oldest daughter and possibly Ursula, my girlfriend, who is a retreat leader, psychologist, may be coming on the reconnaissance trip. It's going to be moving hard and fast because when I go down there, we got 5 days of travel. And let's take a look at how many cities, because I might as well learn that. Hold on. The home base city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, wow. Listen to that, ladies. We had 11 trips. I can guarantee you all these tours you go looking at. And, you know, I've been interviewing a lot of you for, I don't know where the hell they are. Here they are. Oops. I've been doing this clarity call thing, and these were the clarity calls requested and the clarity calls completed. I've been keeping busy. You know, I interview to try to find out what kind of trips have you done, what's worked and what's not worked. Because, you know, we're not a travel agency. We're a nonprofit. And when I hear about the problems, then I try to modify the trips to evitare, to avoid those problems in these trips. And one of the things that I'm starting to realize, because I've never been on a tour. I've never been on a cruise. Never. I've traveled the world, but I've never. So I don't know what those look like. To me, psychologically, a lot of them sound kind of suffocating, and I'm a wild spirit. And like I tell the women on the trip, a man has not succeeded in controlling me for 62 years. So no woman on a trip is going to succeed in controlling me. Just because I can't help it. It's maybe because my mother died young. I didn't have anybody to answer to, but I'm very competent, very caring, very good, but I don't like being controlled. You should know that about me right now. I let you do your thing. I do my thing. I don't try to control me. And I tease because sometimes I have women who tend to have a little bit of OCD, and that's fine because my one daughter, the little daughter's got OCD, and she tries to control me, and I guess, don't go there. Just don't go there, okay? My fame to claim is fun. I want fun. And all my friends know that Francesca has a fun factor. And that's probably because I had so many medical issues and everybody in my family has died and been sick, and I've had so much suffering that it's my way of making sure I'm going out with a bang, and whoever wants to go on these trips with me, we're just going to have fun. But what I did realize, got maybe a minute, is that these other tours are constantly trying to shove too many unnecessary things in the tours. And if you're in a city or a location and you want to enter shops and you want to go photograph something and you want to go and do something, no. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Oh my goodness, that would not work for me. And I consistently hear that from the women. I mean, we're old enough in our life where we want to explore, a guarded, protected way of exploring and look around, and maybe you see something magnificent and you want to spend a little bit more time there. So on the average, we're going to have about 2 hours in each city, give or take, sightseeing. So if it's, I also have to build in the drive time to and from these cities, and the drivers have a limited amount of hours that they can work in a day. Then we have a 2-hour lunch. So at a minimum, we're 4 hours in one city. If we're going to a second city, then it might be 2 hours in that city. But when we put on the end caps of the driving time, I've got to keep it under the laws of the country for the drivers, because it's not just they drive out, they have to stay awake, they have to get rest, they have a blank hour day and they're driving here and driving here, or driving here, here, and here. So I strategically work at finding which is the best way to do things. Anyway, it's exciting, these trips, but the Saphire Seas, and I suspect the Emilia-Romagna, it's going to be more expensive than normal, but they're still going to be action-packed trips. Peaceful, calm, slow, action-packed trips. Okay, you guys, oops, listen, you have got to fill out these Clarity Form links to just get in the queue for me to have a phone call, take notes. And here's another thing, ladies. You don't give me your phone number. Why in the world do you think I'm going to chase you down? That's what a clarity call is. I'm not somebody who's going to violate you. You know, most of you, 99%, are great at giving me your numbers, but you don't give me your cell. Right off the bat, that sends me a message. Maybe you don't have an attitude of gratitude, and I don't want you on the trip. I'm sorry. I want to enjoy myself. I want my ladies to enjoy myself. And if you think that I'm going to do something bad with your phone number, next. I'm sorry. So I've had a couple of ladies do that, and I am, you know, I try to be nice. I try to chase them down. I try to explain to them, but you know, hello. If you don't give me your phone number, no thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a New Yorker, and I'm looking for women with an attitude of gratitude. Bye, you guys.